All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Jacob Curnow, and the next review that I'm going to be doing for my YouTube channel here is going to be called Zuma. Where the deluxe came from, I'm not exactly sure. I thought it was just called Zuma, but nonetheless, let's take a peek at what that is just real quick. Let's do a brief diversion. Yeah, so it just says Zuma. So I just kind of want to give a heads up to how I'm conducting reviews here on stream. Some of the puzzle games I'm moving through a little bit quickly, like Bejeweled. Not a super amount to offer with that particular game besides 4 gameplay modes, and it's kind of like a Tetris-y type game minus the exact formula that Tetris uses. It's a cool game. I actually gave it like a fairly decent score. Hexic I actually don't like, but I got 9 out of 12 achievements. This has some of the hardest achievements to get back in the era of like 2011. It says that I got this particular achievement back on 5/6/2011. Wow, what a long time ago. So that's just forensic evidence, as you could call it, I would say. That I've already played these games. In some cases I've already beaten these games. In some cases I've already platinumed these games, not this one in particular. In some cases I've already 100%ed these games, this game not in particular. But I've played this game a lot. Usually you're looking for between 7 and 10, maybe 20 hours. For longer games, modern day games, you want to play them until you beat them, obviously, like a Metal Gear Solid 5, or pick a number out of a hat. I got so many games I can't even think of it right now. I've never beaten Sonic CD. I just beat that today. I'm not like the hugest Sonic fan on the planet. I just don't like the games very much, aside from the 2 Dreamcast ones, the adventure ones. I thought they were absolutely spectacular. Now, Aegis Wing, I just got done quote-unquote reviewing, and I also got done quote-unquote reviewing Max Payne 2 as of today. In reality, I beat Max Payne probably about 4 times way back when it originally came out. Whatever that was, well over 10, 15 years ago, something like that. Aegis Wing, let's see if it's actually got the timestamps on here, and it does. So it's got 6/8/2011. I beat the game on Insane on June 5th, 2011. Beat the game on Normal on June 5th, 2011. I effectively platinumed this game. That means you've got every trophy. Trophies are the same thing as achievements, or at least they used to be. Today I just got deep into the game for what I would like to call kind of like a refresher review. To any reasonable person, meaning somebody that doesn't have like cognitive issues, or somebody that is not only trying to sound kind of loud, but not trying to sound offensive, to somebody that doesn't have like any form of mental illness, either moderate or severe. When I have all the achievements or all the trophies in the game, and I go kind of deep into the game 10 years later, just to kind of revive, refeel the game, and then issue it a numerical score, that would be perfectly acceptable to a reasonable person. So that's the reason why I don't go back and, with some games, not every game, that I enjoy, if I were to have been able to get through this entire game today, just a second ago when I cut it off stream, I was more than happy to. I just don't want to waste too much time because I have too many games on some of the games that I've already not just beaten but platinum. Does that make any sense? Sonic the Hedgehog 2. A lot of these games I've beaten before I developed my own website, right? So Sonic the Hedgehog 3 I beat, got all the achievements in back in 2010, 2011, something like that. But I'm going to beat it again. I'm probably going to beat it 3 times. I'm probably going to beat it with Sonic and Tails. I'm probably going to beat it with Sonic. And I'm probably going to beat it with Tails solo, live on stream. I just got done doing that with Sonic the Hedgehog 2, even though I didn't like Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic CD was actually kind of like an unusual game. It was okay. I didn't mind it. I was not a huge Sonic fan. Now, getting back to Zuma. Back in the 2011 era, Zuma was known among the achievement hunting community as having one of the hardest achievements to obtain in the world. So far as I understand, come back and correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it's the case still, but that achievement would have been, I believe it is adventure mode. Completing adventure mode is extremely difficult. I mean, I don't know if you need like a specialized controller. We're going to go for it though right now. I believe it is collecting 2 million points. Score champion. I believe the score champion achievement is what I was just talking about, which back in the day, 2011, the Xbox 360 was kind of the thing. Now we're 2 generations past that with the One and the Series S or the Series X. This would have been one of the hardest achievements to get out there because you have to run all the way through the adventure mode simultaneously. You have to run straight through it. I forget the exact details. I think you can die like once or twice or something like that, but I kind of forget exactly the way the game works, hence why we're going to be doing the refresher review. Now, Zuma's Revenge is actually a Zuma Part 2. That game is a lot easier than Zuma 1. Let's go ahead and get started, but I just want to let folks know that there's probably no way that I'm going to sit here and play all this same stuff that I've already beaten before. I was going to say it's locked because I effectively had my save data deleted for this game. So most likely just going to concentrate on the adventure mode, and then I'll do a video a little bit later just re-explaining all this, which is probably going to be titled, how reviews are conducted and stuff like that. All the fine details are technically a trade secret, but with a game it's saying unlock the whole. Okay, that skips over. Okay, but it is technically a trade secret. The exact way that I do my reviews depends on the game. But with old games that I've already, got to a level that I can't really get past, which is kind of like the case with this one, I just cannot beat the adventure mode. So, in place of not being able to beat like a really, really old, really, really hard game like Pac-Man or something, you want to spend probably about 5 hours on the game, I would say. And I've spent well over 5 hours on this game. I've spent probably about 15 trying to get that stupid achievement to get 2 million points, and all to fail. But hey,
Zuma!
So with this game, it's pretty much even worse than it was on the Xbox 360 when I used to play it. Basically what happens is this guy spins around. You can see the little frog spinning around. Now when I try to actually spin around and aim where I want to aim, he jumps. Like he goes left to up. It's very hard to go into that up left, which is right there, with the particular controller that I'm using. I don't know if you would need to use a $200 Xbox One Elite controller, but you want to get precision for every single angle of the joystick. Every single angle of the entire joystick. You might need an actual $200 controller to do that. So I'm going to cease playing this game. You can see it kind of flipping right there. Like kind of flipping it. It won't go the way I need it to go, unfortunately. Now you can use both joysticks. The left joystick was working at the beginning of the first couple of levels. It started going kind of haywire. So I just started using the right controller, and that was it. And it did pretty well, actually. Let's see where we're at here. Can I actually look at the hell am I at? But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and render a review. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so I've gotten a lot further than this. There's a couple that open up on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, and I think the final one is on top or something. But I've gotten very deep into this game. This is a fun game, actually. I'd like to go and get that very deep controller and see what I can do, quite frankly. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for right now. Due to controller error, I mean, you can't play deep into the game with it's across the board too. It doesn't matter if it's an Xbox 360 controller or I'm playing this obviously on the Xbox, so it doesn't matter. For whatever reason, it's just always done that with this game. Now, granted, like I said, it's actually been better on the Xbox 360 controller. For some reason, I'm not going to switch consoles right now. I know this game well. I'm very familiar with it. This was just a refresher review. I have not. This is one of the few games I'm doing quote-unquote refresher review on that I have not beaten because it's so hard to beat.